It was the final week before exams at Al Noor Academy, and the tension in the air was so thick you could almost cut it with a knife. Among the nervous faces was Zayd, a 13-year-old boy known for his quiet nature and average grades. Zayd wasn't a bad student, but this time, things were different. His father had recently lost his job. His mother worked double shifts just to make ends meet. Everyone in the house was stressed, and Zayd felt it too. But what really got to him were his father's words just a week before the exam. "Son, if you can score above 90%, maybe we can get you into a scholarship program. That would really help us." Zayd nodded silently, feeling a strange knot in his stomach. He wanted to make his parents proud. He wanted to help. But the syllabus was too much, and he wasn't ready. The night before the exam, Zayd sat in his room surrounded by textbooks, his eyes heavy with sleep. That's when his friend Aman sent him a message. "Bro, I have the question paper. Got it from a cousin who works at the school. Want it?" Zayd stared at the screen. His fingers hovered over the keyboard. For a few seconds he thought about all the consequences, but then he thought of his father's tired eyes and mother's worn-out hands. He typed back, "Send it." Zayd walked into the exam hall with his heart pounding like a drum. The paper was exactly as Aman had sent. He breezed through it, finishing early. His hands trembled, not from nervousness, but from guilt. He didn't look at anyone. He didn't smile. He just sat there waiting for the bell to ring. 3 days later, the principal walked into their classroom, her face stern. "We have reason to believe that someone in this class had access to the question paper before the exam." The room fell silent. "If anyone wants to come forward, now is the time." Zayd looked around. No one moved. His palms were sweaty. Aman sat still, eyes fixed on the desk. The principal added, "We have tracked the source and we already know 2 names. Zayd's heart sank. That evening, Zayd was called into the principal's office. His parents were there too, he confessed. The principal suspended him from the final term. The scholarship, gone. His father didn't speak a word on the way home. His mother quietly cried in the back seat. Zayd had never felt more ashamed in his life. Weeks passed. Then one evening, his father called him to the prayer mat. "Zayd, I was angry, but I'm proud of one thing. You told the truth. That's the first step of a man who wants to grow. Allah sees the heart, and maybe this was a lesson you needed." Those words struck deep. From that day on, Zayd changed. He studied harder, not for marks, but to truly learn. He helped his mother with chores and volunteered to tutor younger kids in the neighborhood. People noticed. A year later, he took the exams again, this time with integrity, no shortcuts, no cheating. When results came out, Zayd had scored 92% on his own. The principal congratulated him personally. "You didn't just pass the exam, Zayd. You passed the test of character." Zayd stood in front of his class during assembly, sharing his story. "I cheated once and I was caught. But being caught was the best thing that ever happened to me, because it taught me that honesty doesn't just make you a better student, it makes you a better person." Friends, always remember that honesty is the best policy, because it builds a future you can be proud of.